Welcome to the Cryptosphere. This is Cryptogenic coming at you. Today is Tuesday, May 4th, 5:11 p.m. here in sunny California, and we are 11 minutes into a new daily candle, and we've got just a little bit of green here on this Bitcoin chart. Before we get into this chart, I want to talk to you for a minute about what happened to me this weekend, and what happened to me this weekend is SaltSwap.finance. I was over here on Beefy, and I was looking at some of these liquidity pools here, and I came across Salt, and I started looking into it. And the two that stood out to me were Salt BNB LP and Salt BUSD LP. And so, I mean, of course, there's others here, but some of these just, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know anything about it. I don't know about Mash. I don't know about Palm. But I mean, when you look at these, I thought it would be worth it just to put something in these liquidity pools. I mean, look at this. 14,000% APY, 10,000% APY, 1.37% a day. And I don't know why I was drawn to Salt. So I started looking into Salt, and I started putting my feelers out and asking some of my friends, do you know anything about SaltSwap? And all week long when I was looking at it, it was stayed down here in 17, 18, 19, 20 cents by the end of the week. And I'm thinking, you know, by Monday I should be ready to pull the trigger on this. I go to sleep Saturday and wake up Sunday, and this junk is $2.50. It was painful. Painful. Because I almost bought it on Friday. I almost bought it on Friday, and it was 18 cents. And I wake up Sunday morning and it's like $2.40. And it was painful. And I was trying to figure out why it was so painful. What I realized is investing in cryptocurrency causes you to experience all 6 of the big emotions. You know, the big emotions: sadness, shame, anger, fear, disgust, and despair. You feel all 6 of those things as a crypto investor. And I was processing, trying to figure out, why am I feeling such big emotions over there? It was such a sense of loss. Such a sense of loss. But I hadn't lost anything because I didn't put any in. But I still felt this intense sense of loss. And what I find is that when we experience big emotions, it's an opportunity. You have to digest your emotions the way you digest your food. And what happens is that if you don't digest your emotions, they stay on the inside of you. The same way if you don't digest your food, it just gets stuck on the inside of you. You're sick. That's the definition of sickness, is not being able to digest the food that comes into your system. But what happens when you digest your emotions is there's always nutrients there. Stuff that's going to build your life. Lessons to be learned. Coming to a deeper understanding of yourself. Things that can make you a better person, a better human being. And there's also waste. Stuff that you're going to have to excrete at some point. You need to get it out of your system and not hold it inside anymore. But if you don't digest your emotions, you never absorb the nutrients, and you also never excrete the waste. And so all of that stuff just stays on the inside of you. Crypto investing can poison you from the inside of your soul if you don't know how to digest the big emotions that you experience. And here's how I digested this emotion. Now, for me, I tend to have a conversation with God about it. And the question I asked him was, why am I feeling? What I was feeling was shame. I was feeling fear. And I was feeling despair. And I was feeling sadness. I mean, several of the big emotions: sadness, shame, fear, despair. And then there was some anger there, anger at myself. I should have bought it. If I would have bought it on Friday. So angry. And then, by the way, I invested in it at $1.30 over here somewhere. And now it's down to 70 cents. So there's more emotions about that. And as I was digesting my emotions, this is the answer that came to me. I'm afraid that this is the sign. Deep inside, I'm afraid that this is a sign that all of the blessing over my life is getting ready to lift and evaporate. That this is just, I feel like we as human beings have a tendency to think that we are cursed. A tendency to embrace this sense of being cursed. See, it's just my luck. See, and we start expecting negative things. We take one negative thing that happens as a sign that we've just entered into an endless progression, an infinite progression of negative things that are getting ready to come into our lives. And so I had to digest those emotions and embrace them, not run from them. You got to embrace it. You got to embrace it. Yeah, you got to embrace it. So anyway, I'm still in the thick of it. It still hurts. But that's part of the journey. And that's the thing with crypto. I mean, crypto fools you into thinking it's moving fast. It's not moving fast. I mean, if you look at the size of one candle here, this one-day candle with Bitcoin, and the price moved 10% in a day. So that feels like, I mean, if Bitcoin moves 10% every day, you think, man, this thing it's so fast, it's moving so fast, but it's not moving so fast. When you draw these trend lines, you're able to see that, yes, it might go up, it might go up from here to here in just a few days. It goes up 36%, but then guess what happens? Then it drops in the next few days 24%. Oh, and then guess what happens? It goes up again, another 39%. Oh, wait, and then what happens? It goes down 17%. And if you just cut through all of this nonsense of these little moves and just look at this move as a whole, it went up 50%, and at present, it's simply 25%. Like if you were just holding from here, you're up 25%, meaning the shorter the time frame that you're looking at these charts, the more big emotions you're going to feel around these moves. You're going to feel far too much pain over the losses and far too much exhilaration over the gains. And so I realized that in missing this SaltSwap boat, I think I began to fear that I'd missed the boat altogether. When in reality, now I'm invested in Salt BNB, and I got a little Salt BUSD as well. And I'm making 14,043% on this token. And yeah, right now it's 70 cents. But I think it's going to grow, and the interest rate I'm making is going to more than make up for the loss. That's what I think. Anyway, looking at this Bitcoin chart, we're below the 50-day EMA again. We broke above the whole indicator, and then we broke back under the whole indicator. Looks like we've got some support here. We're finding support right here at about 53,000. Definitely the RSI is still in the range of support here. If the RSI breaks under there, that's another thing. If we do break down, we might test the 100-day again. We might come down and test this trend line again. We might come down and test the 200-day, or we might go into full correction and break beneath the 200-day EMA. And then, of course, we may bounce off this line and come up and test the top of this line again. I don't know. The only thing that I know is that this is my macro picture for Bitcoin. And when we look at this macro chart, all is well. But Bitcoin is not a buy for me right now. And the reason why Bitcoin is not a buy is because it is perhaps the most uncertain. of all of the cryptos right now. It's uncertain in terms of its trajectory. I think it is going to head up to 313,000, I think, by the end of this year. However, it could definitely retrace 50 to 80% before it gets there. I mean, who knows? It could be 30%, 40%, 50%. But I will say this, when Bitcoin does go into its full-on correction, the deeper that correction, the better. I mean, think about it. If Bitcoin corrected 20%, that would not bring about the market confidence necessary to press it to the next all-time high. But if it corrected 50, 60%, that would bring about a new level of market confidence where people would feel confident buying it 50% down from where it is. And so I hope that when it does go into correction, that correction is deep, because that will be good for the market. Let's look at a couple of others. Litecoin. Litecoin is moving right along here. One of these days, Litecoin is cool because, you know, we saw this red candle here in Bitcoin, bam, but simultaneously we saw this green candle here with Litecoin, and what that did to the LTC BTC chart is look how bullish this is. So we're trading this in the Cryptogenic community on Patreon in the trading group. And by the way, I shut down my YouTube memberships, the trader and strategist level. Still got the hodlers there, and I'm going to be putting out new videos for the hodlers. Matter of fact, I put out a new alert just a couple of days ago, putting out some more stuff for hodlers very soon. But if you look at this, LTC BTC is very bullish here. I mean, when LTC goes up simultaneously with Bitcoin going down, then you're seeing exponentially a greater move with LTC BTC. And so we're humming right along with this project here, and we've got a long way to go, and it's exciting. BCH still moving right along here. Any day now we're going to break above this line, and when that happens, wow, all heaven is going to break loose in BCH. Excited about that. Cake broke above the line and broke back beneath the line. I had a feeling that would happen. I'm hoping Cake comes back down to about the $28 level. I don't know that it will. It may not. But if it does, it will become a buy again if it comes back down to test this line. But even still, I see Cake in the short term heading towards $100, and that's exciting. I want to look at a couple more. BCD, Bitcoin Diamond. Here's a couple things that I see in this chart that are really exciting. Now, at its very bottom, it went down to 23 cents, a little under 24 cents. And right now it's $2.89, which is really exciting. Now, when you see this engulfing bearish red candle, you know, like this size candle, this could indicate a collapse. But when you see a multi-year trend line that we capitulate beneath and then break up above, that is bullish. That is bullish. And so the break above this line, I set two targets based upon the break above this line. First target is $13. Second target is $23. So I think Bitcoin Diamond has a lot of money to make us in this market. And then I want to look at Dash. Dash, it's something that's often requested that I look at, and so I'm looking at it. Dash has broken above the trend, and my next target for Dash is $699. So Dash is heading up towards $700, I believe. What we're going to need to see is a solid break above the trend here in the RSI, not just in the price action. We've got bullish MACDs. We've got bullish price action. We just need to see a break above this trend in the RSI, and then we're going somewhere with Dash. If we don't get that, if it comes back down to test the bottom of this trend, then Dash is going to come back within this trend here before it breaks out again. But I think there's all kinds of potential there in Dash. Actually, I will look at one more, BNB. I think BNB is headed towards $1,000 and then $1,400. BNB is really strong. I've been tracking the RSI here. If the RSI breaks out again, we're going to do really, really well with BNB. And BNB has it all to thank has the Binance Smart Chain to thank, and all of these decentralized products that come from it. So listen, folks, we're in good shape. You know, I know the market's moving slow with some of these guys like T-Fuel and Theta, you know, and Dent. You know, some of these guys are moving kind of slow. Looks like with Dent, looked like we were going to break out. We broke beneath this line for a moment. Let's see if we break back up above and go bullish. We'll see. Still waiting on DGB to really do its thing and to do something. It just keeps hovering, but we're still bullish. We're moving upward in this bullish trend all as well. So listen, I'm not going to... Oh, I didn't hit XRP. I got to hit XRP. XRP, $1.41. If we look at it here, we've simply been consolidating always above this line. We broke beneath this line for a moment, but we broke back above it strongly, and we've been ranging above this line and just consolidating in this area for the last couple of weeks. So, matter of fact, if we look at this, we could kind of see XRP making another triangle here, can't we? And if we look at this triangle, something like this, maybe not. Maybe it's more like this. Yeah, that's probably more like it. So if we see that as a triangle, I'll have to clean this up for a future video. Maybe we're going to bounce around in this triangle before breaking out bullish. But the MACDs are still bullish. The RSI is still moving in a bullish direction. Yeah, see, I think this triangle is accurate because it kind of corresponds to what's happening in the RSI here. If the RSI just bounces around and then breaks out bullish above, then we should go somewhere. We might break out bearish here for a little while. I don't know. We'll see. But overall, XRP is bullish. And I'm expecting within the next few weeks, I'd say within the next couple weeks, I'm expecting $3, hopefully. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. I just tell what I see in the charts. Take it or leave it. All right, folks, I've been talking for way too long. At any rate, make it your aim to sleep in peace every night, wake in joy every morning, and walk in love every day. This is Cryptogenic, signing out.